Hey guys, welcome back to another command block quickie episode. So today we're going to be taking a look at my AFK detection and notification system using command blocks, and it is available on a server. So let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, so Season 3 of my SMP Let's Play is about to kick off, and I decided it was time to add some quality of life improvements through the use of command blocks. So the first two are actually not my design. This is xisumavoid's one bed sleeping contraption. It takes a bunch of command blocks and looks for a player in a bed at night, and it makes it so that one player on a server can make it daytime all by him or herself. The second one is, again, xisumavoid. It is his Ender Dragon drops Elytra. This one requires a little bit of a custom loot table to be added, but I will link this and the other video in the video description. They are definitely worth watching. So over here, this is the idea I came up with. It's a redstone clock, and about 15 of these guys are right here. These purple command blocks, and then there's this little bit over here. And let me go ahead and show you a view from the other side. This is kind of what it looks like in a cutaway. This will be going at the bottom of the world underneath bedrock, so no one can get to it. All right, so to better explain this, I'm going to go ahead and jump into a super flat creative world. Alright, so here we are on my super flat world I just made. So I've gathered up a few supplies, and then additionally we will need a command block. So I'm going to go ahead and do give at P, and then I'll just type in COMM and hit tab, and it'll fill in command block, and it will give me a command block. So now that I have this command block, what am I going to do with it? Well, before we get to building the actual contraption, we are going to go ahead and set some scoreboard objectives. So if you look down in the video description below, there are in fact 16 scoreboard objectives. So go ahead and we'll set the first one together. So it's going to be /scoreboard, and I'll just hit tab, and hit tab, and I'll hit A and tab, and then I'm going to type in moving with a capital MOVING, and we're going to set that one as a dummy, DUMMY. And enter. So now the dummy objective has been added. So the only thing I want to caution you is that each of the objectives are going to be capitalized. So for example, the second one, which will be scoreboard objectives add, we're going to say capital SNEAK, and we're going to do stat.sneak SNEAK TIME with a capital T, and we have successfully added sneak. So go ahead and add the remaining 14 or so objectives. You're going to add sneak, walk, crouch, run, swim, fall, climb, fly, dive, minecart, boat, pig, horse, elytra, and jump. Alright, so you should have all of your objectives loaded, and it should look a little something like this. So everything from moving all the way down to jump should be loaded. There should be 16 in total, and if you have that, then we can move on to the next step. So next thing we're going to do is go ahead and build a small redstone clock. So we're going to do this by placing down a single block of some sort, a redstone torch, with a repeater running out of it, running into another repeater. We'll go ahead and grab a little bit of redstone dust because I forgot to grab some, and we'll put redstone dust, redstone dust, redstone dust, and we'll have a repeater going back in with another piece of redstone dust right here. Now you can replace this block or this block if you are in a space constraint, and you could actually put the command block that we're going to use in here and put redstone dust on top of it, but we'll go ahead and put it over here just like this. So this is going to be our clock to add points to the score of the dummy. So this is going to add points to moving. So this is actually going to be, if you look down in the description below, this will be the very first, it'll be like number 1 for the command block commands. So it'll be scoreboard, which will go right in here, /scoreboard, space, players, space, add, space, at all, which is at A, and then space, moving, oops, moving with a capital M, oops, just kidding, O-V-I-N-G, and then 1. So now every time this ticks, you can see there down below in the chat log, our score will go up by 1. So that is exactly what we want. So we'll go ahead and turn this off. That's why I got a lever here. And we'll go ahead and clear out our chat log with F3 and D. All right, so now that we have this, we're going to go ahead and put down our first layer of command blocks. So right here, just to make this process a little bit easier, I'm going to go ahead and right click on this guy. I'm going to change the impulse over to repeat, and I'm going to put needs redstone. I'm going to change that to always active. That'll change it into a purple command block. And then just to duplicate this, if you hold down Control on your keyboard and you press the middle mouse button, you will then go ahead and get your command block. So I'm going to put down 15 of these right here just to start with. So 3 rows of 5. Now, if you go ahead and look down in the description below, you will see a ton of commands. So these commands are going to be a variety of things. So the first one let's talk about is going to be the scoreboard players reset at all, at A, score sneak for minimum 1, and then it's going to reset the moving, and we also need to have it reset the sneak also. So let me kind of show you how we're going to do this, but I need to change the time. So time, oh geez, I cannot type today. Time, set, day. There we go. All right, so this is kind of what I'm going to have you do. So essentially, now that you have these 15 blocks down here, we're going to go ahead and right here in this block, we're going to change this one to the very first, or rather technically the second, of the scoreboard commands. So this one will be scoreboard players. So we'll just go ahead and scoreboard players, add, oh, nope, just kidding. Scoreboard players, players reset. There we go. And then this is going to be at all. So at A. And then it will be bracket, score, underscore, sneak, capital S. I can't spell to save my life. Min equals 1. And then go ahead and close the bracket. Space moving with a capital M. All right, so it should look something like that. And then go ahead and hit done. And then directly on top of it, we're going to put another exactly the same kind of command block. But this one is going to have basically the same one as this. So you could pretty much go in there and just copy this with Control C. And up here, we're going to paste the exact same thing in, but we're going to change moving to sneak. And then you're going to want to repeat this process for all of these command blocks. So this one down here will be walk instead of sneak. So we can go ahead and change this one right here to underscore walk, W-A-L-K, and done. And then right on top of it, we'll place another one by holding down shift. And in here we can place, actually, it would have been easier if I would have copied that one. So we'll just copy this guy right here. And we'll change this one right here. We'll change moving to walk. All right. So yeah, if you look in the video description down below, you're going to see each one of them has 2 per set or whatever you want to call it. And we're going to want to have a total of 30 command blocks all through here. And this will go ahead and reset moving whenever we move. And it will also reset the movement that we just did back to 0. So yeah, go ahead and fill these 30 in with each of the commands, and we'll pick it up from there. All right, so if you followed along, You should have all 30 command blocks in. Each one has a reset for moving, and it also directly above it, or wherever you want really, has a reset for itself. So for example, right now, if I go ahead and fly, you'll see down in the chat log that moving was reset and fly was reset. And if I go ahead and walk, you'll see that walk was reset and moving reset. If I shift and crouch, you'll see that crouch was reset, and sneaking, all that fun stuff. So yeah, so essentially this is how it is all set up. I believe in the description I'm going to break it down in groups of 3. So back here you've got 2, 3, and 4, then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Each one should have an offset, like an A. So this one here will be, the top one will be 2A, the bottom one will just be 2. Hopefully that makes sense. Now, the next thing we want to do is, I don't know about you, but I find this constant chat log letting me know to be somewhat annoying. So let's go ahead and disable that. You can do that by typing in game rule, and then I still can't type. Command block output, you want that to be set to false. So that will go ahead and disable all of the command block chat log. So now we've got our giant brick in place. So we need to set up our next set of command blocks. So we're going to go, again, we'll stick just about 1 block away. So we'll go ahead and put a small gap right here, and we're going to put a purple command block down with a redstone comparator coming out of it, going into 2 regular command blocks, just like this. So you should have something a little bit like this. So you've got your clock, you've got your big purple brick of 2 tall, 5 deep, 3 wide command blocks all set, and you have this here. All right, so before we go any further, I want to go ahead and put the moving objective up on the sidebar. So I'm going to do scoreboard, objectives, set display. There we go. I want it to be on the sidebar, and we want moving. So capital M, minecart, moving. There we go. So now we can see that our current moving score is set to 70 somethings, and if we take a step, it disappears, and then it comes back because we have the clock over there turned on. So you can see it's ticking at a rate. Now you can adjust this to make this longer just by changing the this guy right here. So that's probably a little bit closer to 1 time per second. Okay, great. So now that we have our moving objective up there, we're going to, in this command block right here, we're going to go ahead and enter a command. So we're going to put the test4 command in there. So we'll do TES tab, and this will give us test4, and then we're going to go space at a bracket score, and we're going to do underscore capital M moving underscore min equals. Now, for demonstration purposes, I'm going to go ahead and set this to 10. So this will be after 10 seconds. This redstone command block, this command block will give a redstone output, then powering these other 2. So I'll go ahead and say done, and we'll wait 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and there we go. As you can see, this comparator lit up. It had a redstone output. So what we're going to do is this will be, in your world, you can change the output timing. So you can change this 10 to whatever you want. I think I will probably have mine set to about 10 minutes, which should be in the 600 second range. And we'll go ahead and put that in a little bit later. But in the meantime, over here in this one, we're going to put the command that is in the description, number 18, which will be /say. And then it'll be at a bracket score underscore moving underscore min equals. And then for now, we're going to put 10 just so we can get the effect, and wrong kind of bracket in there. So we'll put the correct one, done. And then over here, we will change this, because once this command block fires and says that the player is AFK, we want this to reset the scoreboard. So then this will go scoreboard. Nope, not. Wow, that's a lot of things. SC. There we go. We want to do players. We want to reset. And we're going to say at, space, at a bracket score underscore moving underscore min equals 10, close the bracket, space moving. So that is it. We're done. So we're going to stand here until the score comes up. Let me clear the chat log. And there we go. DjGilberg. So now over here in this command block right here, you have the option after the timer, you can put whatever you would like to put. So I'll just go ahead and say is AFK. And then we'll go ahead and hit done and we'll wait a moment. Let me clear the chat log again. So DjGilberg is AFK. So you can put whatever you'd like to in this box. It doesn't necessarily have to be that, but it will go ahead and identify any player who has a minimum score of this in moving, and it will announce to the server that that player is AFK, and then it will reset that player's moving score back down to 0. So if you do want this to be a 10-minute AFK timer, you're going to want to change all of these 10s to 600 or however many seconds you would like per player. And we will go ahead and do this for each one. And lastly, the reset. And there we go. So now if you have a player who is not moving in one of the command block methods listed below, you know, standing or riding a horse, elytra, jumping, walking, running, sprinting, all of the different things, then after 10 minutes, they will get a score, a moving score of 600, and then they too will be marked as AFK, have their score reset, and that announcement will come up every 10 minutes. So that is going to do it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it helpful. If you did like it, feel free to leave a like. If you have a suggestion or a question, leave it down in the comment section below. But that's it. Have a great day, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.